Welcome, everyone. Come in and sit down and talk to me about Jeffrey Epstein. The FBI, or the FIB, the Fibbers, they just completely swept this whole Jeffrey Epstein thing under the rug. They're playing don't look over here games. You can't run a campaign on we're going to catch these sick pedophiles that are running Washington. They're all in the swamp. Do I think Donald Trump was a better choice than Kamala Harris? Yes. Do I think he was a better choice than Joe Biden? Yes. Do I think he was a better choice than Hillary Clinton? Of course. Of course I did. I didn't vote for him the first time because I wasn't sure of him. And I did vote for him the second time and the third time. And I will the fourth and the fifth and the sixth, because something's about to happen. Almost a martial law-ish, probably gray state type situation. There's a lot of malicious people, or I guess you would say militant, not malicious. Malicious means y'all know what it means. But, or maybe you don't. But militant type people that think just because they have an AR-15 and they have night vision and they've got 37 bags of rice and 400 gallons of potable water, that they're going to take on that. You can't take it on. You can't even take on a stupid virus they try to push on everybody. All I wanted was my Dunkins. I wanted my coffee in the mornings. I'm not prepared to take that on. I'll tell you right now. I kind of like the way America is. I like being able to get up and know that if I go and work hard and I contribute to America, that I can enjoy a couple things a day that I enjoy. I'm not a complicated man. I would like to have more monetarily, not for me, because I'm satisfied with little to nothing. I came from little to nothing, and but I kind of like, I wish I had the money to help make people around me more comfortable and in a better situation. I mean, myself, I don't want to be that guy that's like, I want to break my back till I'm 75 and, retire with $1,100 a month and $700 of it goes to Medicaid. Yeah, like I said, something is about to happen, and I think it involves a lot with what this Epstein list entails. And what it means is this, is that right now, as of right now, the almighty Donald Trump has told everybody, me, a lot of y'all, has told them that, hey, I'm on this list. Everybody knows it. But I'm running the country good, and just look what happened in Texas, and that's a disaster. Like, you're done with that. I do think he's a good president as far as I actually kind of believe that he is for the working man, but a lot of people don't know that the working man has to have those multi-million and billion-dollar companies that he is also helping for employment. Y'all ever work for somebody who was poorer than you are? Don't usually work. I understand that, oh, it's a tax break for the multi-billion. Yeah, you're right, it is. Because, honestly, they get taxed more in a year sometimes than all of us will ever make in our lifetimes. Unless you subscribe to my channel, and I will make that much in my lifetime. I don't rely on my subscribers, all 44 of you. Thank you for subscribing. What I say doesn't really need to be heard by the mass It's not the mass opinion. It is a very well calculated, thought from 3 to 5 different angle opinion that could help a lot of people. I'm not going to get my power from numbers. I'm going to get it from those close 43 that listen and take in what I say and know that what I say is right. And I just think that, yes, there's this Epstein thing. This Epstein list tells you this. That's what Donald Trump just did, everybody. He hired the 2 to 3 people that were supposed to be the wide open whistleblowers for all of it. Cash, Bongino, and Blondie? Her name's Sam Blondie? Oh, are you saying Pan or Pam? Pam with an N? Or Pam? Okay, yeah, Pam Bondi. I'm gonna call her Pam Blondie. I'm gonna call her Pam Blondie. They're supposed to be, they were like that, what was that guy who sold the pillow, Mike Lindell? They had the Kraken, him and that woman, I don't remember her name, she was could have been a trans, she's a real girl, but, and Rudy Giuliani, nobody ever blew anything wide open. But what did happen was 4 years later, what Giuliani, Lindell, God dang, what was that woman's name? I can't remember. What was her name? If I had somebody help me here with looking stuff up like they're supposed to be. Her name's completely wiped off the map. It's not on Google. Are you serious? Well, anyways, that woman, the big, tall, kind of robust woman, they played the part of what Bongino and we're playing now. And I always trusted Dan Bongino. He seemed like a pretty good dude, He's about like a Sean Ryan type figure. Like, you feel like but they sold you stuff because they're all scammers. Not just the Republicans, but not just the Democrats. All of them. They all go and eat dinner afterward with each other and shake hands and go to each other's kids' birthday parties and get in front of a congressional hearing and completely tell the world that other guy sitting across the seat from him ain't shit and he's the worst guy with the worst ideas. Well, what the Epstein list is about to prove is that guy that's sitting over there that was accusing Trump of being on this list, he's also on that list. And America has made politics have to be so transparent now. It's like a boil, and it's at the head, and that skin is red, and it's about to pop. And the problem is, the Epstein list could be the catalyst that makes it happen. Now, you don't know who's... I guarantee you people like the Pope. I guarantee you people like any of the presidents that are still alive probably. They are all in the same club. And me, you, and everyone you know, hopefully not me as of here soon. I want to see the club. I don't want to be in the club, but I want to see the club so that I know that it's actually true. I believe it is true. I believe it goes into a spiritual, anti-religious, almost sacrifice to the powers that be, so that they can get what they want on earth. Their earthly pleasures. And I mean, how many congressmen and stuff do you know that are poor? They might tell you, "Oh, I ain't never made $1 off the Americans' back." Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. You made every dollar. Right? Well, not maybe. I mean, maybe you had a couple $100 in college saved in an account. But this Epstein list has all of them on it, and I think all of them are ready. They're not ready. They're never going to be ready. They're going to try to forcefully keep the power and the force and it's all such a mess and all such a chess game. They're playing chess in like a 10th dimension. As far as they've gotten so far ahead of us, they've gotten us such in a spot that there's nothing you can do about anything, and that's why they will tell you to look the fuck over there. Trump ain't on these lists. These lists didn't exist. There are no tapes. It was all child porn. It wasn't anything. Where's Ghislaine Maxwell? And shouldn't she be being released from federal prison? This is how I feel about it. As of right now. Let me tell you something, America. As of right now, as sick as this bitch was, or it probably was, as twisted, as horrible, as everything that we know about Ghislaine Maxwell, as much of that as she allegedly is, right now, she is America's #1 priority to keep safe from hanging herself in a jail cell. That should be... People should go so far as to petition and sit down and completely halt the American... we ought to be in such an uproar about her being safe until she can actually be tortured by a legal standard of the U.S. government. But the problem is they'll take her. They'll unalive her. They're going to unalive her. She is the last piece of that puzzle. But she's the most volatile piece. She is that pawn, or not that pawn, but she's that main chess piece that they're going to have to finesse that real well, or lock her to where nobody can ever get to her and talk to her and be able to waterboard her. Maybe whatever you do to a Mossad agent, I don't know. She's intelligence. He was intelligence. They all went to the island. And that goes back to, I don't believe that Pizzagate thing was necessarily true. I think there was some weird stuff, Podesta and all them, man. Why is he walking free doing podcasts and Oprah Winfrey, interviews? Why? Does Oprah even do interviews anymore? Whoopi Goldberg, yeah, but golly, don't get me started on Whoopi Goldberg. Please. I'm not talking about Whoopi Goldberg. No, I'm not. Anyways, the Epstein thing will be that piece that completely makes everybody lose all faith in what they call this America, land of the free. You don't have any, like, you think you've got rights? If you've got rights, then damn it, we have right to know about all of this. What are those files called? Like, confidential and top. They said that they could not release some stuff about Jeffrey Epstein because it would put, like, it would cause, national security problems. He wasn't intelligence, but what he had in some of those files is, a matter of national security. No. I'm not saying that Donald Trump raped and killed anybody. I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm not saying. What I am saying is, if he had, it would not surprise me. In saying that, only on that situation. What did surprise me was how. See, he doesn't it's like our country isn't comfortable when he's here, and he's right. he causes like necessary uncomfortability. I respect that. I don't necessarily always like it, but I respect it, and I think sometimes he's sloppy with it and childish with it. But I do think that sometimes you need to go, wake up, America. This is what's going on. And he's a part of all of it too, but he's actually saying something about it. Other politicians and presidents throughout the years have always just been like, y'all go graze and, we'll sell the milk. Y'all don't get but a little bit of milk. But if you drink your own milk, that's kind of weird. But y'all just don't pay attention. Y'all don't look over here. But now politics is so transparent. Everything is so Twitter and TikTok. We've almost screwed ourselves by wanting to know too much. And I've been studying this shit since I knew who Jeffrey Epstein was in 2001. I knew who he was. I already knew that he had been locked up for child rape and child porn and all this crap. And they took it easy. They let his lawyers decide, like, what was acceptable conditions for his prison sentences and stuff, man. You've got to demand, going and storming something isn't going to work. Going and getting violent isn't going to work. The only thing that will work, and I've said it a million times, and I'm going to say it 1,000,000,000, you have to stop what you're doing. Just stop. Just everybody who is in such if you want to know what's in them files, and you want to witness King Charles or Prince Charles fornicating with an underage kid, and you want to see Pauly Shore doing it, and you want to see Dennis Rodman doing it, and you want to see, all of these mainstream figures and world leaders doing this crap, you just have to stop. You've got to make a joint effort, set a date, and you make it a national holiday. Make it a week holiday where, everybody turn in 5 days of PTO time. Buy everything that you would need for 5 days. And then just sit at your house and don't cut your TV on to support Netflix and YouTube and all these money generators through your programming. Sit at home with your family. Everybody. Don't buy gas. Don't go to work. Don't generate money for their show. They will be on TV begging you to take the files after about 4 hours. That's how you win. To them, they don't care if you storm that cat. They don't care if you try to kill police and they don't care if you try to go up against their military. Their military is far superior than any urban tactical trained person who goes out here with their fucking redneck buddies on weekends and shoots at targets running through a building with cardboard popping up at them. They don't even have to put boots on they won't do that because a lot of our military would not turn on, our military are civilians also. But they also take that pledge, and some of them will fucking shoot you and kill you. And come on, you think Kyle Rittenhouse wasn't put in that city for a reason and activated? Come on. I support what Kyle did, but I don't support who put him there. I'm fuck you like or not. You gotta understand, you can't beat them. You can't join them. Just enjoy what life you've got left. Try to enjoy a Dunkin's run to get you a coffee. Enjoy getting out and going with your buddy to Sturgis. Be safe, everybody going to Sturgis, by the way. I would love to go to a place like that, but I don't drink alcohol and I don't like loud noises or fucking crowds or anybody, really. I hope that all of this, I hope that the truth comes out and people are like, we're overthrowing this. I'm going to sit back and be giddy as shit. I'm going to get as many cigarettes as I can. I'm going to go and buy as many gallons of iced coffee I can before it all goes down. And I'm going to sit here. I will protect my family as much as I've got, which ain't much. I don't have any firearms anymore. I sold them during the Biden administration. I do have a small .22 rifle just to pop varmints with, to come around and stuff. But I don't consider that a gun. It's not. It's plastic. Plastic gun. It's not even. It's not plastic, but like it's not an expensive gun. I think it's called a Cricket or something. You ain't shooting shit with it. I can pop a good snake with it, but that's about it. I can shoot fish with it if I have to, but I don't shoot fish. I can't. I do. I don't. I have. Anyways. Yeah, I said, you come through the door, I'll hit you with a fucking katana, though. Or a machete. Or a small pared knife. I've got a jeweler's hammer. You might not know what a jeweler's hammer is, but that's good for penetrating about that much. Of your skull. Just real pow, pow type hammer. That's what I'll hit you with. But I won't, probably. But yeah. There's nothing you're going to do. Just keep watching. Keep subscribing to me. I'm good. I'm good for relaying the message to the common man. Relaying the message to the simple. Yeah. y'all have a good night. Be safe. And
God bless America.